Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome back to a high level best of 3. Today we have our boy Bunny Rabbit in the top left spawning as our blue Terran, and Creator in the bottom. Well, he's spawning in the bottom left, but he's quickly he's expanding to the new realms. What is this? Double barracks proxy? No gas. Ooh. Is he gonna lift into the main base? Oh my god. Bunny, bunny, bunny. You monster. You machine. Oh my god. I haven't seen this build in over 8 years. This is one of the craziest cheeses. So he goes... The freaking monkey got released there for a second. Why the hell would Creator scout here? Oh no. Look at this. The Creator is so ready for this. Creator's having none of it. The Creator's legitimately having none of it. He's going to straight up counter proxy here. He's going to go for the counter proxy. It's going to be tech labs in the main base of his opponent. This all fits apparently. Oh my god, I love this build so much. Oh, scouted. Yep, stop that from going down. I mean, this is a theoretical game over. He's going to try to still land it somewhere else, but... Would you look at that, my dear friends? Would you look at that? This is what domination looks like. We have a new depot on the way as well, as this tech lab is being smashed right now by our good friend Mr. Zealot. Stalker on the way out. Battery being constructed here as well. 18 workers to 23. And don't forget, we have the counter attack already available to us. This is... Oh my god. Who would think of actually scouting here? Not many people, let me tell you. Not many people would think of actually scouting here. But there's one guy in this world who would, and that is Creator. Good lord. That is so cool. GG gets called as Creator wins game number 1. This was such an impressive response out of Creator. It actually was the perfect response. Everything he did was perfect. And I'm not even joking. If you were to think about what the correct response to this particular build order is, I think he just did it. He did it right. It was perfect. Tech lab built in the main base of himself. One Marauder came out, but he had a Zealot, he had a Stalker ready. Counter-attack gateway there to make sure the game didn't last any longer than it had to. Like, it was legitimately perfect. There is no better way to solve this issue than the way that he did it there. I think this was as good as it gets. He scouts there as well. It's actually crazy how systematic Creator is in his play. Because I feel like he must be doing stuff like that every single game, you know, these types of scouts. So, freaking impressive, cool to see. I am glad I got to see this as well in a game before it happened to my own main base. It always really sucks if you're the person that is the guinea pig of a new Terran build order. So I'm glad to see that, you know, Bunny went for the versus Creator setup. Bunny is someone that uses tricks like this fairly frequently as well. So I have a feeling that in the future he's going to try this again if he believes that someone else, you know, hasn't seen it quite yet. This is good harass, by the way. Whoa. Look at you go, Mr. Probe. Very proud of you. Congratulations. Second Marine. No, Tech Lab on the way. Okay, it's going to be a Cyclone rush. Is what it feels like. A rush into the Cyclone to potentially deny any scouting. Potentially deny any adepts moving across the map as well. As we're gonna see how Bunny wants to deal with this. So this first Cyclone, let's do some mental math here. Maybe 10 more seconds until it starts. 32 seconds. It's gonna come out like 312 or something. 312 seems accurate. Look at that. Starts at 240. 32 seconds. That is beautiful, indeed. That means this Adept is going to have about 12 seconds of playtime. Is that enough to kill a Marine? Here comes our Predator. Ooh, second Marine is out. You finish this. No, you don't. If you're Creator, you're running back home, aren't you? Good lord, I'd be scared as hell. He saw the tech lab as well, so he knows what's kicking off. Hallucination Scout now comes in. This is the first time ever that the music kept playing, but the screen just paused there for a second. A superior YouTuber might cut that out, but this is an authentic experience here, ladies and gentlemen. You get the good and the bad. That was great. I've never had that happen before. Usually the music stops as well, or something, you know, and you get a little bit of a screen freeze, but that was sickening. This is a build and a half. What are we actually looking at? So far, what has he constructed? We're 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. We have 2 Marines, a Cyclone, a second barracks on the way, a medevac that is coming out. So this is going to be... This is a Cyclone drop into a tank all-in, I think. And this Cyclone drop is... Well, it's hitting pretty late. So usually a Cyclone drop would hit at around 4 minutes. Right now he's moving out at around 4 minutes. He's going to go for the Scout Denial. I mean, that doesn't work anymore. This is a Scout Denial that's too late because the Scout already went in and has seen everything. This is still a weird build though. So you need to formulate a solid response against this if you're creator. And I'm not sure if he can. Not easily at least. Tank is already moving out. Stim is gonna be on the way. This push out isn't legit. Like he's not actually moving out with this yet. He's just gonna siege up over here. He's going to wait until he has a higher Marine count. You need at least 10, 11, 12 Marines or so to move out with this. And he's probably going to wait for his second tank as well. Do we have a second medevac coming in? Yes, there we go. Second medevac comes in as well. There is no third gas. I'm not entirely sure if he can continue siege tank production as a result of that. I think this is just going to be a straight up all-in pretty much. It's going to hit like a truck. And we'll see how strong of a wall creator can be here. How strong of a wall can he actually be? Okay, has blink, clears 1 Marine, clears 2 Marines. Honestly, not a bad start. There's only 13 Marines. And in this army currently, I think there's only about 10. So every Marine that you take out is actually a fairly big deal. He's going to be behind this army, which is exactly what you want. That means 3 Marine pickings over here. Marine number 3, Marine number 4 going down as well. A couple of Stalkers now moving in forward. SCV's being pulled off the line. Stim is about to finish up. As more Marines cannot really add on to this army. Because reinforcements are being cut right now. Archon is done. Get a full pro pool as well into this. Oh, Creator wants to go fast. As Stim gets activated, loads and loads of Stalkers going down at a high pace. Probes falling fairly quickly as well. This Archon is being locked onto by the Cyclone. That was Stim number 1. Do we get a Stim number 2 here? Yes, with the medevac you actually can. We get Stim number 2. Cyclone still active in the back as well. Lots of damage out of this guy. Only a single kill, but so much damage. Is gonna get sniped here. Medevac goes down to good control out of Creator, but you can control all you want. If it's 14 supply against 35, it's going to be a very tough battle. Combat shield on the way here. SCV production resumes as well, as it's 28 workers to 33. A creative little all-in out of Bunny. And it felt like Creator had the correct response, and then he died. And that happens to the best. Sometimes it feels like you're right, but then you end up being wrong. Boy, is it bad. Especially if it's being recorded on the internet. Because these guys are never gonna let you live it down. Here comes the pickup with the tank in the medevac for Stalkers blinking forward. I love the Creator still making the correct calls, by the way. Like, he's being very patient here. Perhaps he was not patient enough, like, earlier in the game. Maybe wait a little bit longer with that initial fight in. Because it felt like he killed like 4 or 5 Marines for free. There were no reinforcements. Did he really need to go as fast as he did? It's a hard question to answer, even in hindsight. As this medevac is going to get sniped, this tank is going to get taken out. We get another Stim here as well. Loads of Stalkers are falling as Creator is losing his last tools that are keeping him in this game. We don't even have charge yet in the mix either. Combat shield now is about to finish up as the Marine count continues to grow, and we go for round number 2 here. Bunny is here not for a good time, nor for a long time. He's just here to take some MMR away, I guess. And this is a tournament, it's not really MMR even that you're getting. Pure cash money. That's what he's going for. SCVs are being pulled in. The tanks will target down some of these Zealots. Now switch their focus over to the Stalkers as Bunny wins game number 2. With a brilliant little SCV pool. I feel like certain players have the ability to create build orders more so than other players. You know, the Bunny, Rogue, I feel like these guys, they're on the cutting edge of StarCraft 2. They're not currently in the best mechanical shape, but they win a lot of games just purely on the back of build orders, which I am a huge fan of because StarCraft is a strategy game. If someone has a good strategy, and another person doesn't know how to respond to that, then I think it should win. And I think that last build was a really cool strategy. And it felt difficult for a creator to figure out exactly what was going on. And he didn't manage to get the correct read. It is hard. It is tough. I feel like there's kind of a cheat code against this, though, and that is researching charge. Whenever you feel like your opponent is doing something stupid, you can just get charge. And charge is so much better against Marines. Because Zealots, they just get in there, man. They go freaking bananas against Marines. Especially if they don't have stim. But even if they have stim and no combat, Zealots pack a serious punch. Like, stim Marines against Zealots with Guardian Shield and charge, like, that is a one-sided affair, okay? That is a very, very one-sided affair. And that is something that you would want as a Protoss player. Okay, we're going to open up with a Marine over here. CC is going to be built here on the low ground for our good friend Bunny. If creator allows it. Oh no, you're not going to get the kill here on that probe, are you, buddy? Absolutely not. It's not going to get the kill on that probe. So that thing escapes. Also managed to hide the fact that he went for a Marine first. So, you know, there's some good and there's some bad in this. It's a mixed bag, really. So we're going to wait and see what the creator's plans are going to be this time. He's an early scouter. I feel like creator, he plays pretty by the book. And he has a lot of, like, different things that he can do. You know, he's really an old school StarCraft player. Many different, well thought out build orders, but very by the book. Like very, you know, the letter of the law kind of guy. He scouts after the gateway every single game. Like he has these rules for himself in place, which he follows, which is probably a good thing to do. So he has a kind of a moral framework that he works from. It's like scouting is good. Good for the world, good for my society. And he goes for it. He has blind it's not really a blind battery because he scouted, but it feels like a blind battery because I don't think you need it against what you're playing against right now. Ooh. We're gonna go for what is known as the noob killer. I call this the noob killer because all Koreans play this against me for like 3 years. Because they don't, whenever Koreans don't respect you, they usually have a build that they throw out. I've noticed this over the years. I've been on the victim side of this many times. And against all foreigners, basically any Korean Terran would always play the noob killer build. They go 2 Hellion, 4 Mind Drop. And this would work very well against foreigners, because foreigners, you know, dealing with more than one threat at the same time, I don't think so. Sadly for them, I would consistently save up 4 Phoenixes in my main base and always be ready for this. And that was a serious issue for them. Some of my best wins came from this period where people were playing this build. So this is a 4, usually this is 4 mine. This time there's going to be 2 Hellion, 2 mine. It allows you to go for a 2 mine drop while also trying to run by into the natural. I've even seen this build with like a late Reaper being added in, so you can use a Reaper grenade to bounce out a unit. That is a real banger. Also doesn't work against Phoenixes because Phoenixes fly, but it's still a real banger. I think the first Hellion went down over here, as the double mine drop is now coming in. It's going to be flying across the map. We're kind of going for a similar setup here, except without the tank all in. So I guess it's not really that similar at all. We're also getting an eBay, so, and no third barracks quite yet, so it's not similar. It felt almost similar, because he's adding a second barracks pretty quickly. Ooh, Stalkers here managed to move into the correct position. Very frustrating for Bunny, because he really would have liked to deal some damage. Now I think he's going to be incapable of doing that. He's going to get at least 2 more shots off on this, maybe even 3 more shots. Oh, look at these 2 Stalkers. They're going to go. They're not going to go. They almost got him. And so this medevac is being bullied back home. You hate to see it. Look at your bigger brother. See if you can beat up those Stalkers later with Papa Tank. 4 gas before a third base. Templar Archives before a third base. As we're heading into what is known as the 4 gas tech. This is when you get 4 gases and you tech. It's a very descriptive name. Extremely descriptive. It's going to be on 3 gate usually. Ooh, it has skipped the robotics facility though. That is not super common. It's loading a decent amount of caches. He gets his third base 5 minutes in. And that feels very late because it is quite late. But the beauty here is that you have an insanely fast storm, so you can't really die. This is good against people that like to all-in you. Because your storm is so freaking fast, even if you do some like early weird all-in, you're usually fine. This is a good run by the way. 5 SCVs for losing, what, an Adept and a Stalker? Hell yeah, baby. Double mine drops now flying in. Still have 2 Stalkers in that main base. Oh, Mr. Widow Mine. Here we go. Is Creator in time? Yeah, he is. He actually is in time with the response, mainly because Bunny decided to not fly in straight away. Ooh, it's gonna kill this medevac actually. He loses 3 workers, but medevac in 2 mines, 3 workers, 6 minutes in. 100% worth it. SCV pool is happening. This is why this fast storm is so freaking powerful. I love this fast storm in this case. I'm a huge fan of it. Imagine this was like a 30-second later storm. They're kind of like, oh no, should I finish my storm or do I morph my Templar into Archons and then lose the game to the SCV pool? And you don't know what to do. But here, it's very simple because you have... Well, actually, it doesn't have storm quite yet. Oh, there comes force field number 1. We get a big stim in forward. Look at this. Bunny, he smells blood in the water, says, hey, adios, my dear friend Templar. That's the end for you. Now we get 1 storm. Now we get another storm. But we only have 4 Stalkers and 2 Stormers remaining. But that was a terrible storm there. And that was the last one. Uh-oh, the last of the Stormers. Not entirely what we want in life. We have 7 Stalkers that are now roaming the map. Decides to ignore the tank for a little bit, just to allow it to deal some more damage. Interesting maneuver, not sure if I like it. We have an Archon plus a battery. These guys, they synergize together quite well. Creator's going to pull a lot of the boys. I'm not a huge fan of that. Tanks are going to be sieging up as the probes are dying. Creator has a lot of cash in the bank. He is rich, some people might say. He is wealthy. He has a lot of money. All of these things mean the same thing. And Bunny right now, actually, 5 workers is Creator. Doesn't have a 3rd base. If Creator can smash this army, in the fighting sense of the word, I don't think intercourse is on the menu here between these 2 armies, but you never know. That might be okay. Look at that. Charge is coming in clean. It's going to take out some of these tanks. We still have Storm as well in our back pocket. That's a great thing to have in your back pocket. Usually all I find in my back pocket are guitar picks, which not super useful when you're fighting a Marine tank army. Storm, however, it's going to be great. No Marauders whatsoever. He's continuing naked barracks production with those Marines, so it feels like Bunny isn't done yet with this push. He's probably going to go for number 2 over here. SCV pool number 2. Like, this doesn't... Oh, he even cancels the barracks. He's like, you know what? I can't afford that if I pull another 12 workers. That's not how... Yeah, there we go. That's not how numbers work. Love to see it. Love to see it. So we have double barracks, naked Marine production. Even this starport is naked. Oi, 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 oi. It's gonna go once more. Combat shield has finished. +1 attack has finished as well. Let's not forget about that. We have 4 tanks in the mix. Big scanning forward. We have 2 storms, 3 storms, 4 storms. I can't count. Ooh, first 2 storms are okay zoning-wise. Quite some damage being dealt. This is a good storm. That was good. That was very, very good. 10 workers going down. Creator still with some decent supply. 48 workers to 30. Can probably give up this 3rd base once more due to the existence of, you know, Storm and good infrastructure behind all of this. 5 gateways, 1 robo. I think Creator probably should give this up. I don't think he needs to. I don't think he needs to stay. Ooh, that blink in forward was crazy, but it ends up, well, not really working out. Almost working out. Hypothetically, it could have worked out. Although it was a pretty wild blink. Energy recharge is available, so we're going to get 2 new storms in the mix. 4 Stalkers are still looking for some damage behind all of this. 31 workers to 49. Income in favor of no one right now, as these storms are absolutely insane. However, the 2 tanks and the Marines are even more insane. 1 tank remains. These Stalkers are now going to get caught. Or are they? Yeah, they actually are. They are kind of getting caught. But while they're getting caught, they're also dealing some serious damage. They might end up dying, but they're going down swinging. They are going down swinging. +1 attack is on the way as well. I mean, this is not going to be a game changer. So the only thing that really matters in this game is the storm count in the bank. You know, how many storms do we have? How many Marines are out? Do we have enough of a standing army to fight? As this tank is going to re-siege, could potentially kill something here. I don't think you want to be out of tank range ever. Oh, he's afraid. Bunny is afraid right now. He's going to go back to the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. Is it time for round number 3? Does Bunny realize that he can pull the SCVs a 3rd time? I think he does. I think he knows. I think he's aware. I think he's familiar. He's been through the motions before, okay? This is an experienced SCV pooler. You have to. You absolutely have to go. If you're a Bunny SCV, at some point you're going to need to go in. It is just the way that it is. And here we go. SCVs not being pulled off the line quite yet. Mules are working hard. I guess against Storm, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to go for it anyway. Here we go. Gotta get a little triple tank siege up right now. 3 medevacs in the back. We have a crap ton of Marines in this mix as well. But there's nothing that can really tank a Storm. I guess, except for tanks. Oh, he's actually gonna storm the tanks as well, which I don't mind. You can get pretty consistent damage onto tanks with that. And if there's nothing to repair... Oh, never mind. There's a whole lot of boys to repair over here. That should probably be fine. 3 tanks. Okay, yeah, there you go. Gets the repair in. Slowly but surely moves in forward. Couple of Marines, like 7 Marines going down pretty much for free. He's leapfrogging forward slowly but surely. He has no income right now. So the reinforcements here are looking pretty weak. We have some stuff coming up at the north. Here we go. 1 storm. 2nd storm. Doesn't hit anything. Oh, this looks scary. We have 1 more storm in the back over here. Another few. Do we have something? I think we might have 1 or 2. Here we go. 60 supplied to 101. As we still have 3 tanks in the far back. Marine count is not as great as it once was. A single storm remaining in this army, but the Templar's not even gonna die. And I think we have 3 Templar in here. We have 1 storm in the bank over here as well. And I do believe that that should probably be game over. As GG gets called, Creator's gonna win game number 3 and win this best of 3 decisively after 2 phenomenal games.